No one, I'm not the only one in the room who at some point in their lifetime $1 million was wrong.
Yeah.
Give me a break here, guys. Participation helps. It makes it better for you too. So that's almost $21 million. Now we may be doing good, however, I was a real estate agent when I found this. And I was sitting in the presentation, my second time seeing it, like, I know. And then when I saw that, I was like, that would be a lot of houses that I would have to sell to even come close to that. And for a lot of people, when they first see this, that seems really unreal. However, with what we do, it becomes a reality to people very quickly that they can obtain and that they can reach. Okay? So, everyone understand this? Makes sense? Good. So today's 65-year-olds, this is what America considers to be retirement age. Let me point out, this is from the Department of Health and Human Services. These are not my numbers. These are not Beaver-Reach's numbers. These are their numbers, okay? So 65-year-olds, 54% of them are dependent. Who knows someone of that age that is relying on friends, family, government to provide for them? Yeah? We know people. Sad that they probably work hard their whole life. It just didn't quite cut it. 36% of them are working. We all know a perfect example of this is the guy at Walmart, right? Checking your receipt on your way out when you're leaving. Do you think that's what he wanted to do when he was 5 years old?
Hell no.
No, none of them did. They don't want to be working, they want to be on a beach somewhere right now. But that's just how things worked out. And they thought it was all going fine, and that's what it looked like for them. 5% have passed away. 4% are financially independent. Now, who here, financial independence is what you want?
Yeah.
I heard it a few times, right? Financial independence. So according to our Department of Health and Human Services here, that is $33,000 a year. I don't even think anyone in this room could probably even live on $33,000 a year,
That's hard.
right? Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
So that's, I love you, O'Shea, you're awesome.
It sucks, man. I think less than that. It's horrible.
So, of the 1% that are wealthy, do you guys want to know what they do? Because no one has to reinvent the wheel here, there's things that work. So, of this 1%, here's the good news though, real quick. What wealthy is considered, does anyone know the definition of wealthy who's not been here before? Like there's an amount.
Yeah, okay.
It's a net worth of $5 million or more. That's what's considered wealthy. The good news is that 80% of the wealthy are first generation affluent, meaning they did not come from money, they created it. So that's, yay, good news for us here. So, of them, 10% of them are doctors and attorneys. We're talking your top doctors and attorneys here, you know, we're not talking about Dr. Bob down the street who's got like 10 patients, all right? CEOs and presidents. There's some people who run practices like that, okay? You get what I'm saying. We're talking about major doctors, surgeons. So 5% of them are salespeople. Did you guys know that when you are who here's done sales? Everyone's probably done some sort of sales. Yeah. When you are trading your time for money, not your money for money, but your time for money, best return, hands down. Is it a good idea when you are building your wealth to have something to do with sales, at least if it has a high return? No, it's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. So 1% lottery inheritance, anyone hear that? No? Just checking, I've yet to have anybody. So 74% of people, business owners and real estate investors. Now, question, do you think these people probably make their money here, but gain more wealth over here? These are people, this 74% are people who just do that, okay? That's what they do. Now, when you have a rental property or you're an investor, is that a business?
Yes.
So it is business ownership. And yes, there are some business owners that do very well. Has anyone here ever, aside from real estate investing, owned a business? Like something with a storefront? Takes a lot of work, doesn't it? Yeah? Get started, lots of capital and drive. See, the difference between business ownership and real estate investment is you can be in and out of a deal in a couple days. Neil and I last week did a wholesale deal for 20 grand and it took us about 3 days. And not like all day, like 3 days total, handling it, just a few phone calls here and there, okay? That's all that took. Starting a business, to make a business profitable, 20 grand, It takes some work, right? That's not for everybody. Real estate investment is. It is for anybody. Anybody who wants to do it can do it, regardless of where you start now. So, success leaves clues, right? When people are doing things right, is it good to be a good copycat? The best copycat you know. So why real estate? And for some of you, this may already be like a no-brainer. For some of for some of you, it may be new. So income. There are two types of major income that are in real estate. There's massive income and there's passive income. Neil and I doing the wholesale, making 20 grand. That's massive income, right? Just one time, in and out, you get a big chunk of money. Now, like Roy and I just set up a double lease option. We set ourselves up using the strategies we've learned at the school, where we got control of a property at today's price, a little bit lower actually, in a lease option. However, we didn't pay any option money. We are sublease optioning the house to somebody else. They're paying the option money, and we're also cash flowing over $1,000 a month. That's passive income. That's income that's coming in even when we're not working. So those are the two different types of income that you can create, and there's more in real estate investment. Deductions. Who here works for somebody else? Do any of you? No. Done. As of today, yes. So, who knows how many deductions you get? How many? 9 is the right answer.
I've done this before.
Oh, see, you cheated. No, I'm just kidding. Good, good. You remembered. Now, with real estate investment, there are over 450 deductions that you get. Everything is a deduction, some way or another. I'm a business presenter, so my business closure presentations are deductions, right? You can create a deduction out of everything. So, if not for that reason alone, do something in real estate. Equity. Equity, you build equity into a property. Sometimes you buy a property that has equity in it. Tied right into that is appreciation. Who here bought a house before '03 and sold it or still has it? You know, maybe sold it in '04, '05 or still has it today. Who here's done that? Right here? Did you sell it?
Yep.
How much did you make?
$300,000.
$300,000. What did you do for that?
What did I do for it?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. You paid your mortgage and you lived. Absolutely. Who else? I love these examples. How about you?
Yeah, I sold 4 properties. And probably only made about 220,000.
Between the 4? However, who here would complain about an extra $220,000 in your bank account, right? And you have to take some risk, however, it's worth it when you know what you're doing. So appreciation, and the biggest one is leverage. This is the thing that people who are wealthy understand, that people who are not wealthy do not. This one thing. Because leverage is about leveraging your money, leveraging yourself, your time, everything in your life is about leverage. If you do it all yourself, it is very unlikely you will ever become wealthy. Because you can only do as much as you can do in a day, right? However, there's people who like direction and working for other people and helping other people. If you leverage yourself through that, you can create so much more. And it's the same thing in real estate. That's why real estate works so well. So when you look at this, let's say I gave everybody in here $10,000. I know, good day, right? So we go to the stock market. I always go to the biggest numbers. So we go to the stock market. Let's say there was a stock that would guarantee you 20%. Would that be a good deal?
That's a good answer.
Yeah, be a great stock. I don't know where they are now, but that would be a great stock. That would create $2,000. Not bad, not looking to write home to mom about. You buy a house though. Are there houses out here right now in Las Vegas that are $200,000? Absolutely there are. Can you still get 95% financing? Yeah, you can. So you finance the other $190,000. Now the average home, when you take all of the ups and the downs and the ups and the downs of real estate for the past 40, 50 years, 40 years, over the entire United States of America, the average appreciation per year is 6.34%. Now, are there areas like Midwest areas that don't do a whole lot? So is our number here probably higher than that? Probably, because this is the average of everything. For the sake of